And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Paul, we're halfway through the season. You don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's loose, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fires to the big fella. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some moves.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
There he goes. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Flips it out to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And the Canes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Slippery slide, finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Smashes ahead, and he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Miami! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gator. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Pulls it in. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. See if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Gators want to move quickly. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Terrell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something like that.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big time.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Terrell. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open...
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful...
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that part.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they're after him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball with different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. On the move. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. The Gators decide to punt it away. First punt of the day. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got his man out of the backfield. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Using his feet. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback keeper knocked off his feet.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Fourth and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Canes! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his man, it's Montgomery. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Gators line up to punt it away. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll run the option. Creates a little room.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you've got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the 4th quarter. 1 play can change everything. And that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. This late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Trying play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.